Hello guys, how you doing? How you doing? It's Brother Mason here, and thank you so much for being here at the Metaphysical Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at the a place called the Tees Barrage, and basically this is my chill out spot. I come here all the time when I just wanna chill out and relax, and yeah, it this kind of place gives me serenity and gives me peace of mind, and it's almost like my meditation place, my sanctuary, meditation sanctuary place. While I was sitting here, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm actually sitting in my car at the minute, and I'm watching them boats that are in front of you that you can see. There is something. Something dawned on me. I had a moment of a spark of awakening, and it finally dawned on me the very fact that I think we've been sold a lie, and I think we've been living a lie. There is a great deception that is being inflicted upon mankind. There is a matrix. We've been sold a matrix. We've been sold something that's not real. And because this lie has been perpetrated on us, slowly, gradually, it developed momentum and developed form. And we started to believe it. Because, as you all know, repeat something, even if it's a lie, and say it more often, eventually this lie will become a reality, will become true. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we are powerful, extremely powerful, spiritual, creative beings. Anything that you want in your life, you've got the power and capability to have it and to create it, manifest it, bring it into existence. And when we say bring it into existence, create it, manifest it, what do we actually mean? And where is our power? When we're saying we are very creative, powerful, spiritual beings, what exactly are we talking about? Because are these just words that carry no meaning? You see, ladies and gentlemen, there is something that you probably do not know, and probably something you never given thought to. There is a conscious power that is within each and every single human being. Each and every single person has got a conscious creative power that is inside of them. Now, this conscious creative power that is inside of them is what created, or what is, the universe. The universe is consciousness. The universe is one creative power. So in a way, everything that you see in the universe has been created by this creative conscious power. But moreover, and bear with me because it's kind of hard to explain this, everything that you see in creation is a manifestation of this creative power. So everything that you see in this world was created by the creative power, and everything that you see in this world is actually a manifestation of the creative power. So the creator is in the creation, and the creation is in the creator. So how does that affect us, and what does that have to do with us? Well, this is the big secret. It's got everything to do with us. It's got everything to do with us. It's got everything to do with me. It's got everything to do with you. It's got everything to do with him, her, and them, and everybody else. because we are the creative power. We are the creative consciousness. But most of us, we have identified ourselves so much with our physical world. See, this physical world that you see is just a shadow image. This is a reflection of the real world. Let me repeat that again. This physical world that you see is a reflection or a shadow image of the real world. Now you're going to ask me, what is the real world? Well, the real world is the non-physical world, the world of imagination, or the world of dreams, or the non-visible world. So you see these boats that you're seeing in front of you. This is just a shadow. This is just a reflection of a non-physical boat. So in our case, on an individual level, anything that you want to have or to create, anything that you want to experience in your life, we've got this creative, powerful creative power or creative capability in each and every single one of us. There is no exception of it. This thing is open to everybody, every single person. It does not matter if you are European, African, South American, Australian, Asian. It does not matter if you're black or white. It does not matter if you're young or old. Excuse me. It does not matter if you're male or female, rich or poor. We all have got the same creative power within every one of us to just simply imagine and create anything. But you need to know that what you are creating is real. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, because we're believing a lie, we're believing a fantasy, we're believing this matrix world, which is a virtual, non-real reality, and we think it's real. But this reality that you are living, this is not the real world. The real world is the one that which is invisible. So creation and existence is actually happening in the non-physical world. Everything that you see manifesting in the physical world was simply created in the non-physical. So how does that affect you yourself? Or how does that affect me personally in my life? Well, I've had this, like I say to you, I've had this spark moment of enlightenment, moment of awakening. And I've realized that I've been living on autopilot all along. I've realized I have just been following, I've just been programmed to be a robot, to just follow what somebody has created for me, what somebody has told me this is real. I've just been living what somebody has designed and programmed and put me in a cage and give me these laws, artificial laws and regulations, and I've just been following it. And I totally developed some kind of amnesia, some kind of forgetfulness of my mighty creative being. I totally gave up my creative power to follow this artificial world. Now I know who I am, that I am that which is one, the creative power which it became me. Now I know that I can create anything that I want. You see, these boats over there, they are not mine. I did not create it. They do not belong to me. But if I want this boat, the very same boats I need to create them in my own imaginative power, in my non-visible energy, in my non-visible reality. And of course, we're talking about energy too, because I need to create this boat in my own non-physical reality. But we can go even further than that. It even get better, ladies and gentlemen. You see, everything that you want, this boat, anything that you want in life, anything that you want to exist in your world, in your reality, your individual world, is already there. But what you need to do is to appropriate and identify yourself and get into that state of consciousness. It's all about your consciousness. You just need to rise up your consciousness and get into that state of consciousness, and you'll simply experience it. There are so many experiences. It's like existence or reality is like a maze, basically, and there are so many trillions upon trillions of states of reality, of consciousness. So you, as a creative power, you've got the capability of migrating, moving from whatever state of consciousness you are right now into the ideal state of consciousness that you wish to experience. So I want to have those boats. All I need to do is to get into that state of consciousness where there are boats and experience, feel myself, see myself in the boat, driving the boat. No, you're not driving the boat, you're sailing the boat. That's all it is. See, we've been told a lie that whatever that you want, you need to work hard for it. Whatever that you want, you need to do this. You need to get up in the morning, go and get a job, and work for somebody who is getting richer. And then you are going to get a wage at the end of the month, week, whatever it is. So all of your physical effort is going to be paid. And when you get paid, that's when you can save up a little money. I don't know how long it's going to take you until you save up for that boat. But what they did not tell you, or what they are trying to abstain from, refraining from enlightening you, is the very fundamental fact that you can create anything that you want in your non-physical world, because you've got the creative power. Imagine you've got the power of the creator, or let me say in blatant terms, you've got the power of God, really. So if you've got the power of God inside of you, what does that mean? That means you can create any kind of lifestyle just like that. Within the snap of your finger, you can change what is happening to you right now, no matter what it is. See, most people, we identify ourselves with this physical reality because we have got accustomed to it so much that we have actually given it form and realness, but it's not real. It's like, for example, when you're walking and it's a sunny day, you see a shadow of yourself, a reflection of yourself on land. When you're walking, you can see a shadow of your figure. Now imagine if you start customizing yourself, identifying yourself with that shadow, yet you know that the shadow is just a reflection of the real. So the shadow is now becoming the real, and whatever you are experiencing, you're experiencing a shadow. So if you are living in the dimension or in the reality of the shadows got different rules, different regulations and everything. So every movement that happens in your real body is gonna obviously reflect on the shadow. You move left, you move right, you move your head, you move your leg, your shadow is gonna follow suit what you have just done in your physical reality. That's exactly the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's analogous to the same thing that's happening in this world that we are living. We might be thinking we're living in a physical reality that we think is real, but this world is a reflection of a non-physical world. So what does that mean to you for your own evolution? Well, it's a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. It certainly is a game changer. Now you are equipped with this creative knowledge. You do not have to settle for less. Anything that you want, get into that state of consciousness. A house, a car, a lifestyle, a partner, a business, a job, dream job, a holiday, whatever it is, be it, get into it in your non-physical world, in your world of dreams, in your world of imagination. Get into it and live it, experience it as if it's real, because it is real. The only reason why it does not look real and appear real to you is because you haven't been experiencing it. You haven't been in it. Get into it. Like I say to you, the more you do things, the more it becomes real. Every single thing that happening in this physical reality is a reflection, or it's a reflection of that which is happening in the non-physical. You want to have a house, get into your house, create that house, because this is actually happening right now. You see, we have been settling for less. While somebody else is enjoying their own reality, and they are controlling us. They've subjugated us into the reality of enslavement. We've given up our freedom, we've given up our creative power, and we are simply following somebody else's virtual reality that the matrix that they've put it on us. What we see is not real, ladies and gentlemen. What you see is just a reflection. You got the power. Them bots that you see, you can have the same ones. And all of them bots, they can belong to you because you can create them. Like I said, it gets even better. When I say creating, I am saying you can have them in your imagination, because literally we can't create anything, because we are the creation. Every single possible creation that you can think of is already there. Anything in existence, anything that you're thinking, what is it that you're thinking? Whatever, even a wildest thought, wildest thought pattern that you're thinking this moment, a very moment of time, it's already there. It's already there. Just like that, within a blink of an eye, it's already there. You don't have to go far away to find it, because it's already there. But you need to transfigure yourself, teleport yourself, get into that state of consciousness. Take your creative power, your consciousness, what you call yourself, your consciousness, get into that into that state of being. Get into it, live it, and experience this life of having a boat, this life of having this car, this life of having this lifestyle, this life of having this ideal partner that you want. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, creation, it's not a complicated thing. This is the divine law. The divine law is you understanding that you are a consciousness, and what you want and what you wish to have is simply raising your vibration, raising your frequency, raising your consciousness, moving it into your ideal state of consciousness. Because you are the consciousness, you are the creative power. Now, the creative power that we have has got the capability of raising the conscious, that awareness, from the present awareness to that ideal awareness that you want. Oh my days. Isn't that beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't that amazing to know that there is nothing that is beyond you? Isn't it amazing to know that there is no such a thing as impossibility? Isn't that amazing to know that you've got the power to change what's happening in front of you? Isn't it amazing to know that you do not need to identify yourself with your physical problems, that which you might call problems? There is no such thing as a problem. That what you are worried about today, what are you worried about? Paying rent? Jobless? Unemployment? Homeless? What are you worried about? Breaking up with your partner? What are you worried about? That job interview? Whatever it is that you're worried about, there is no reason for you to be worried about. Do you know why? Because you do not have to conform to the laws and rules and regulation of the physical world, because you do not belong here. This is just a shadow reality. So why are you being engulfed by fear? Fear is nothing else but a non-entity, false evidence appearing real. All these evidence, debt, rent money, breakup, depression, isolation, whatever illness, disease, lack, poor, lack of money, lack of this, you not having your ideal job, you not having your ideal lifestyle. All these are evidence that are false, but they appear real to you. This is fear. Most of us, we live in fear so much because we have identified ourselves so much with this physical reality, which is not real. How can you be scared of something that is not real? It's incredible. Once you have this divine enlightenment, once you've got this divine awakening, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be on top of the world. Literally, because you are not scared of anything. Now I know that I'm not scared of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm not afraid of any experience. All those things that might appear as stressful happenings. Oh, am I going to get that job? Where am I going to get the money? How come I don't have money in my account? How come I don't have all of these things? These are worries of the physical. But I'm not a physical being. I am a coach. I'm a creative, spiritual being. That's what I am. I am what I am. I am God that is the individualized himself or itself or herself into me, into you, into everything and everybody else. But really, there is no rules and regulations that can regulate spirit, because I am a higher. I operate on a different frequency. I do not have to abide to the rules of the physical world. I am more than that. I am better than that. Anything that I want, I can create it, because I am a very powerful, creative, spiritual being. And I've been granted the power to create any kind of creation. And do you know why? Because I've got this consciousness in me that I simply need to elevate it, to take it from this present moment of time to my ideal state of consciousness. I was born rich. Do you know why? Because I created the richness. And even better, if I want to experience what rich feels like. All I need to do is to emigrate, teleport, transport, transfigure myself from this present moment of awareness to that state of awareness, to that state of rich awareness, that rich state of consciousness. I want to have a beautiful wife and a beautiful children, a beautiful family. I'm single. All I need to do, transport myself, teleport myself into that ideal state of consciousness, just like that, and I'm going to experience it in my non-physical reality. Whatever, when it's going to happen into this physical reality, is just a matter of time. I don't have to worry about that. Let the universe, let creation process take care of that. But I'm going to experience my life, my ideal life, in the non-physical world. Like right now, I am rich. I'm experiencing this fantastic state of consciousness, of richness, of abundance, of wealth, where there's no limitations. I'm experiencing it in my non-physical reality. Forget that you can't see it, but I'm experiencing it. I am rich beyond my wildest dreams. I have properties everywhere. I have boats. I eat in the best of restaurants. I sleep in the best of hotels. I am flying to the best holiday resorts, best holiday destinations. I'm having some of the fantastic, incredible conversations with some of the fantastic, incredible human beings. I'm experiencing this right now, at this very moment, at this very present moment of time. I'm rich beyond my wildest dream. I've got everything that I need. My bank account has got so many zeros. I lost count of them. I got billions, trillions, you name it, in my bank account at this very moment of time. You don't believe me? That's your problem. Because you are still in this physical realm. You are operating and experiencing your life, and you've attached yourself so much into this physical reality that you do not understand and see what I am seeing. I am not operating and experiencing my life in this physical reality. This physical reality, I have been in the past, been on autopilot, just following, because I have not been creating anything. Because I did not know, and I totally developed this kind of an amnesia. I forgot who I am. Now I know that I am who I am. I am the conscious energy. I am this creative spiritual being that can create anything, that can be in anything, that can have anything. Now I know I have everything I want. I experience everything I want. Now I know I can do, be, and have anything I want. There is no limitations. And I'm definitely not fearful of anything. I'm not scared of deaths. I'm not scared of what you might call enemies. I'm not scared of situations, because I do not abide by the rules of this physical world. I'm way beyond that. I'm thousands and thousands levels ahead or upper this physical world. This world does not affect me. It affects my ego, and it affects my identity of my physical identity. But I do not identify myself in this identity. I am not my ego. I am not an expression of my ego. This is what I have been identifying myself before. I was given the name Tapiwa Mason Musiwa. I was told I'm from Zimbabwe. I was told I'm black, I'm of African origin. This is what they told me. But is this real? That's not real. This is just my avatar. This is just my body. But I do not belong to this physical reality. I am more than that. I do not want to operate at a lower level of consciousness, lower level of awareness. I'm cheapening myself. But that's not me. This is what they taught me. This is what this matrix, this virtual reality has taught me. But this is not my real world. I operate in a higher frequency, at a higher level, in a higher state of consciousness. Everything I want, I have it. Do you know why? Because I created it. I created it. I already created it. I am God in flesh. God became me, but God created everything. I am it. I am God. I created everything. So why should I be scared? Scared of what? How can I be scared of debt when I created money? How can I be scared of a job interview when I created jobs? How can I be created of lacking when I created abundance? How can I be created of not having when I created plenty? This is the greatest paradox. This is the greatest awakening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the greatest awakening. This is enlightenment. This is the Holy Spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, once you understand this, you know this, that you are a creative, powerful, extremely powerful spiritual being, which I am, which you are, which they are, which everybody is. But people have developed cognition amnesia, where they've forgotten their real identity. They've been told a lie. A lie has been perpetrated in their psyche for so long that they've actually started to believe a lie. They are living in a matrix. They are living in an illusion. But this is not the real world. The real world is a world of creative. The real world is a world of appropriation. The real world is a world of dreaming, the world of imagination. The real world is a world of changing one consciousness, one state of consciousness to another. There are so many states, there are so many realms, so many experiences, so many created experience. So what is it that you want? You've got the power to elevate and to move, emigrate your creative consciousness into another state. You don't like this state? I simply move to another one and experience that which I want. What is it I want? What is it that you want? Simply move yourself, remove yourself from this present. Are you not happy with this present state of awareness? Are you not happy with this present state of experience? Well, you've got the power. You were given the power, the divine power, the creative power to simply shift your consciousness from this state that you're not happy with to the ideal, to the desired state of consciousness. And there's nothing that's stopping you, because you are it. There is only one reality. There is only one consciousness. That's you. That is the divine. That is the absolute. Once you understand this, ladies and gentlemen, I understand it now. It took me a while. I'm not going to lie to you. It took me a while, because this is not something that you're going to learn overnight. It's going to take a long time, because we have been indoctrinated so much, and we've developed this thick layer of resistance in our psyche. So we develop cognitive dissonance, that whatever that you are saying, we are taught, is definitely not going to just sink in just like that, because the layer of resistance is way too strong. We don't want to accept it. But once you start peeling off these layers, you're going to come to a point when you are going to understand, oh my goodness, how come I never got to understand this earlier? Why have I been living a life of lacking, a life of poverty, a lack of fear, a life of loneliness, a life of anxiety, a life of depression, a life of stress? Why have I been living this life when all I had to do is simply shift my consciousness from what I do not like to that which I like? All I had to do is simply move my awareness from what is happening today to me right this present moment of time and say, you know what, I'm gonna go to my ideal state, what I would have liked, what I would wanna experience. I don't have to wait till tomorrow. I don't have to wait until I get some kind of a medication or some kind of a therapy. I've got the power, the creative power, to simply shift gears from this state to another state, the state that I want. I've got the power to do this. But I didn't know that. I followed what they told me. I followed what the religion has told me. I followed what the establishment have told me. I followed what I thought was a reality. I followed the laws and regulations that they've imposed, perpetrated on me. I thought I was just being a good boy. I thought I was just being a good girl. I thought I was just following what I thought I was just following the commandments. I thought I was just following the rules and regulations. And ladies and gentlemen, rules and regulations are there to be broken. Rules are only there to be broken, especially the physical rules, because you are not a physical being. The very moment you understand that you are not a physical being, a physical being is just an expression of your of yourself in this physical reality. That's all it is. This reality that you see is just an expression of your real you. Who is your real you? Your real you is a powerful, creative, spiritual being. But what you are experiencing right now, you are creating it in your spiritual being, in your spiritual reality. And you're probably going to be asking yourself, if I'm experiencing poverty and lacking, if I'm experiencing all of these things, if I'm experiencing depression and loneliness, why am I creating? How did I, if my higher self, if my spiritual self, how did I create this? Exactly. It's because you are. You are who you are. I am who I am. You are creating it. Shift gears, shift your consciousness. Deny what's happening today. Well, you don't have to deny it. Just simply remove yourself. Elevate yourself from this state of awareness to that which you want. Create it in your imagination, in your non-physical world. And ladies and gentlemen, watch the miracle happen. And it's not even a miracle. I keep on saying this. This is divine law. This is something that everybody has to know. Everybody ought to know. This is something that everybody was born with. It's something inherent in us. It's our birthright. It's our divine birthright. Because we are spiritual beings. We do not need to conform to the laws and regulations of this physical world. We do not need to be suffering and being enslaved by the establishment. We do not need to be following what they want you to do, because you are not your physical self. You are not. The real you is the infinite, conscious, spiritual self. There is no beginning and there's no end in you. You are the divine creator that created everything. Everything. This, what you are experiencing today, this, what you are experiencing today, and you might call it physical life, is just an expression, a temporary expression. This is just you experiencing this reality, but this is not you. Are you going to identify yourself with your lower self, or are you going to identify yourself with your higher self? Your lower self is this state of consciousness in the physical reality. Your higher self is a state of consciousness in the spiritual realm, which you are, which is the real reality. This is not your real reality. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to settle for less. Elevate yourself. Elevate your divine consciousness. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, and I'm going to end on this. You are a mighty, mighty, divine, creative, spiritual being. You are not a human being. A human being is just one of the millions, if not trillions, form of expressions, but this is your lower self. You don't need to settle for your lower self. Go higher. Elevate. Go higher. Elevate yourself and experience heaven on earth. Heaven is not an after place that you're going to see and experience when you die this physical, when your avatar dies, which is your physical body. Heaven is a state of consciousness that you're going to experiencing while you are in this physical world. This is heaven. This is the true heaven. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully this video is going to had been helpful to somebody. So like I always say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and stay blessed and look after yourself. This is Brother Mason. All right, take care. Bye-bye.